Cześć to Michael Patrick Kelly, and you're listening to Radio Katowice.
Radio Katowice.
The Polish fans are very, very special. Whenever I have a concert somewhere in Europe, there's always a Polish flag. And I'm so impressed because I don't know how they do it, to travel miles and miles. If I'm playing in Greenland, I had a concert in Greenland and there were fans from Poland.
Amazing.
Or I was playing in Portugal or, in Germany, and it's really impressive. So I'm very, very thankful for this incredible loyalty and support over so many years. It's incredible. Sometimes they do. They bring me like Polish vodka and chocolate, and then some religious images from Our Lady of Częstochowa and stuff like that. So it's very, very sweet. Yeah, very, very sweet. Well, I get a lot of stuff, so I can't keep everything. But like if we're on tour with the band or with the crew and they give us a few drinks, then we'll share that, after a show. Sometimes some things I do keep because I find they're very personal, very precious. And some people even still write letters, In the 90s, getting letters was normal, but today you have email, you have Instagram, Facebook. And I like to read letters, to be honest, because it's like you have something in your hand and people took the time to, to express their thoughts. So it's very touching to see that my music is not just entertainment, but that it really reaches them in their situation in life. And some people go through, difficult time with cancer. Some people have depression, and they say that my music helps them, gives them hope and strength. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes music can be like medicine for the soul, and it's really a privilege for me to be a musician. Well, normally when I write a song, I ask myself, what do I want to say? It's a very egoistic process. But then I ask myself in the second moment, what do people need? What do they need in the moment? And like the song Beautiful Madness is a very unusual song for me, because I'm more like a singer-songwriter, pop rock kind of artist. And Beautiful Madness is like urban, reggae. So it's not very typical Michael Patrick Kelly. But when I wrote that song, I just felt like people just need 3 minutes of sunshine for their ears, They don't need big philosophical, I don't know what in the moment, because there's so much heavy shit happening in the world that they just need like, take a breath for 3 minutes of sunshine, just like forget the problems. And so I wrote Beautiful Madness, which is a very positive, very, good vibes kind of song. Actually, it did, yeah. I mean, Beautiful Madness kind of got me going in Poland again. It's incredible what a song can do. It did very well in Switzerland, Austria, Germany, and also France and many other countries. But it was number one in Poland. And I was like, wow, how did that happen? It's like one day you're like in bed, you wake up in the morning, your manager calls you and says, hey, you're number one in Poland. It's like, what? So it's beautiful when that kind of thing happens. And I'm very grateful that people like that song and can't wait to play it live, to really, everybody could join in on My Love, My Love, My Love. Actually, well, I was born in 1977. And what happened was when I got married, I had a playlist, for the party. And we had lots of songs from the 70s. You had like Stevie Wonder with Superstition and Carlos Santana with Oye Como Va and all the good old stuff, and so that's a bit like the inspiration for that song. Just sometimes I think it's good to look back and be thankful, for the good things you've had in life, because in this time of pandemic, there's a lot of, mental battles in our mind, with negative thoughts and depressive thoughts. And, the whole mental health issue has really gone up in the last 2 years. So one of the things that helps me is gratitude, to be thankful. And so Throwback is a song about gratitude, to look back on the positive, the good things. And so I have different playlists on my phone, and one of them is called 70s. So that's with all the good old shit. Blurry Eyes is a song I wrote for a person. There's a person that is, inspired this song, and but I'm not going to say much because it's a private story. But what I will say is that there's a lot of people, who don't see clear in the moment. They're blurry, and it's like confusing times, and they don't know about the future, and all these constant problems with the pandemic and with, Ukraine and all these things. So it's a song for those people who are going through a hard time, or who feel like they can't manage with life, because it's too much. And or people who feel like they're not good enough, they're not pretty enough, they're not skinny enough, they're not rich enough, they're, all these enoughs, it's like a bazooka to blow away all these enoughs, because the song is saying, let me love you just the way you are. I get a lot of feedback of people who said, the song makes them cry. It really touches them in their heart. And I'm happy that my music can do that, because for me, music is not just a job. It's a vocation, it's a vocation. And I think everybody has certain gifts or capacities that have been given to them or they worked on. And it's good that we share our charisma, be it as a songwriter, be it as a radio man that you are. Everybody's part of this big puzzle called humanity. And we all need each other, and we all, can help each other have a better life. I see my job as a musician as a service for humanity, just like the police and the firemen, they're there for our security, for our safety. You have the doctors and the nurses, they're there for our health. Well, the musicians, I think we're there for the emotions, we're there to be like a soundtrack of people's lives. And that's how I understand my job.